So good morning, everyone. We'll start the today's session. So the topic which you are going to see today is art of learning current affairs. So the video will go like this, like that is, I will be discussing the entire video. So we'll discuss the entire content, and at the end of the video, you hold all your doubts, guys. So whenever you are having any doubts, you please note it down. In between, you note it down. So you note all your doubts and ask me at the end of the session. I'll be answering and clearing the doubts of each and everyone till 11:15. So I'll be here till 11:15. So I'll be clearing it. So no need to worry. So now we'll start the session. So art of learning current affairs. So already I hope we had a session on how to read newspapers. So it's a kind of a continuation of that session only. So we already saw how to read newspaper. Newspaper is a very important source of current affairs, and we saw that. So now, but newspaper is not the only source of current affairs. That is the thing which you have to understand. There are many other sources of current affairs, and there are many other work you have to do. Just studying newspaper of the day and having notes is not enough work done. If you are doing the current affairs, you have to come out and do a little bit and other things also. So I'll be discussing holistically how to handle this current affairs part. Okay, so let us go into the session. I'm Adil Beg. I'm faculty in Kingmakers IAS Academy. I handle economy and current affairs and international relations. So these are all my three areas in Kingmakers which I handle. So, well, I welcome you all for this Art of Learning Current Affairs webinar session. So, this is our magazine. We are publishing a magazine called King's Mag. So, this is the first edition and second edition of magazine which was released. So, the agenda for this is first you'll understand the importance of current affairs, then source of current affairs. What are the various sources of the current affairs from where you can study a lot of things. Then how to prepare. So what is going to be the how to prepare the current affairs, that we'll be discussing. Then we'll talk about the note making, because just reading the newspaper and keeping, or just reading the current affairs and keeping is not enough. You have to make your own notes. I'll talk about note making. Then revision strategy. So the last 2 points, everyone think that preparation of current affairs ends with respect to everything ends with preparation itself, but that is not true. Note taking notes and doing revision is the most important thing. Okay, so that thing you have to understand. So we will see how to revise it. So revising, see, doing revisions for, see, I would like to tell you one thing. Hold all your doubts. I'll clear your doubts at the end of the session. Let us finish the agenda for the day. So revision strategy I'll be discussing, because doing right revision at right intervals of time is very essential for you all guys to remember what you all studied, because you are going to prepare for an whole year. Whatever you studied today, you will be tested on this topic after a year. So the test is going to be after a year, but you are studying it today. So revision is very important, and I'll talk about that also. Okay. So this is the agenda for the day. Let us go into the session. So first of all, what is the importance of current affairs? Like already I've discussed the importance of current affairs in the previous webinar itself, while discussing the how to read newspaper. I discussed the importance of current affairs. So what is the importance of current affairs, that we have to understand first. First of all, current affairs is very important for to know the things happening around us and to have an opinion. See, why we are reading current affairs? Because we are going to be the civil servants of tomorrow. So when we are working as civil servants on ground, we will be facing people, we will be facing society, we will be facing various societal problems. So in order to solve all those problems, you need to understand the problem first. Only if you understand the problem, only if you analyze the problem, you can solve the problem. So we are going to be the problem solvers of tomorrow. So when we are going to be the problem solvers of tomorrow, we have to know our polity, we have to know our economy, we have to know our society. So whatever happening around us, we have to know that. So current affairs is one medium which gives you the contemporary knowledge of the society. So what is happening in the society, what are all the things going there, and the contemporary knowledge நமக்கு எப்போ கிடைக்குதுன்னா only if we read the current affairs. Okay, so that is the main reason for preparing the current affairs. So day-to-day activities, what is happening around the world and knowing the world is very important, not only for civil servant. நாட்டு நடப்பு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு அதை பத்தின அவேர்னஸோட வாழ்றது, தற்கால நாட்டு நடப்போட அவேர்னஸோட வாழ்றதுங்கிறது சிவில் சர்வெண்ட் மட்டும் தேவையான ஒரு விஷயம் இல்லை. அது வந்து எல்லா ஒரு மனிதருக்கும் அது தேவை. தட் வில் இன்க்ரீஸ் அவர் இன்டெலெக்சுவல் லெவல் அண்ட் தட் வில் mold our character. So that is another important reason why we have to study the current affairs. ஸோ நமக்கு சுற்றி நடக்கிற விஷயம்னா நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். அதில் ஒரு ஒப்பீனியன் சொல்கிற அளவுக்கு நமக்கு ஒரு நாலேஜ் இருக்கணும். ஓகே, எல்லாத்துலேயுமே வந்து சுயமாக ஒரு ஒப்பீனியன் கிரியேட் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு ஒரு பேஸ் இருக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ தட் இஸ் த மீனிங். இப்போ வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் they have changed the spellings of a lot of cities and towns 2 days back. They have changed a lot of cities and towns. So this is a news which is happening. Even though that is an initiative of Tamil Nadu government, this will be talked about all over India because it is a very important reform which government did. But still, that reform has its own positives and negatives. Excuse me. So it's just a sneeze. It's not a cough. No need to worry. And we are only in online session. So I'll continue. Jokes apart. So yesterday, like 2 days back, the government changed the names of a lot of cities. You have seen this Coimbatore, Velur, Veelur, so and all. So even though that is a very important structural reform, there is a lot of positives and negatives around it. So you have to have an opinion. What is that positive? What is the negative? And you have to have a balanced stand on that issue. So that is very important. Okay. So that's why we read current affairs. As a tomorrow's bureaucrats, we should know the society. We should know the things happening around us. Okay. So that is the reason why we are studying current affairs. So I would like to add another point here. In order to get into the civil services preparation and to be a good bureaucrat, you should have an open mind always. எப்பவுமே உங்களுடைய கண்களையும் அகக்கண்களையும் மனக்கண்களையும் திறந்து வைக்கணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அதாவது எக்ஸ்டர்னலா நமக்கு இருக்கிற ஐஸையும் மென்டல் ஐஸையும் நம்ம ஓப்பன் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, நம்மளுடைய சப்கான்சியஸ் ஐஸையும் நம்ம ஓப்பன் பண்ணி வி ஹவ் டு லுக் அட் தி சொசைட்டி. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஓப்பன் மைண்டோட நம்ம சொசைட்டியை பார்த்தா தான் சொசைட்டியில் நடக்கிற ஒரு சில சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள், சின்ன சின்ன நுணுக்கங்கள் யூ கேன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ ஆல்வேஸ் ஹாவ் தட் ஓப்பன் மைண்ட் அண்ட் see the society with that open mind and try to analyze things, why that is happening, what is the cause of it, why it is happening. So that kind of a mind is always needed for, it should be a curious mind is needed for this UPSC preparation. So see the society around you with some curiosity. Why this is happening, why that is happening, why our chief minister changed the names of the cities. So why our government is deciding to privatize a lot of government entities, why they are doing, what is the purpose, why do we have government companies in the first place. So இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயத்துக்கும் you should have that why question, why it is happening, how it is happening, what is the purpose. Howனா இப்போ வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சைக்ளோன் அம்பான் வருது, how cyclone is happening, how cyclone forms. இந்த மாதிரி எது நடந்தாலும் அதோடைய why, how, whatங்கிற அந்த ஃபைவ் டபிள்யூஸை ஓப்பன் பண்ணணும். ஓப்பன் பண்ணி ஹவ் டு see the things happening around you. That will bring you inside the society and that will improve your attitude. ஓகே, நம்மளுடைய வாழ்க்கை வந்து நம்ம ஒரு கிணத்து தவளையா இருக்கும். அந்த கிணத்து தவளையா இருக்கிற அந்த வாழ்க்கையை வந்து ஓப்பன் பண்ணி ஒரு வைடு வேர்ல்டுக்குள்ள ஓப்பன் பண்ணிவிடும் கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ். So that is the important purpose why you have to learn the current affairs, and that's why civil services aspirants are asked to read the current affairs. Now the second points, இப்போ நம்ம எக்ஸாமுக்கு வரலாம். இப்போ நம்ம பொதுவான கருத்து philosophy எல்லாம் பேசியாச்சு, why we have to read current affairs. Now let us come to this examination point of view, why we have to study, what is the importance of current affairs. So in preliminary, every year almost 25 to 30 questions come directly from current affairs. So directly from current affairs na, like I'll show you the previous year, like last year 2019 oda prelim question we'll see. Okay, so this is 2019 prelim question. I hope it is seen. In the 2019 prelim question la, see this 91th question. In the context of digital technologies for the entertainment, consider the following statements. So augmented reality, what is augmented reality and what is the virtual reality? What is the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality? This is the question oda statements. So if you could see here, இது வந்து current affairs ல ஏதாவது நியூஸ்ல வந்ததானா, current affairs ல augmented reality, virtual reality ரொம்ப நாளாவே இருக்கு. இந்த Pokemon Go னு there was a game. That Pokemon Go game was very famous and it was around you. Now what I'm going to tell you is, there was a new game which was trending in the society. Everyone were playing this Pokemon Go. Everyone were mad behind this Pokemon Go. So when such thing happens, okay, is my audio is right, clear? See, sometimes your internet connection also might lead to the break of audio. So have that also in consideration. So now let us continue here. In augmented, so Pokemon Go was trending like anything. You have to think, okay, what is this Pokemon Go? What is augmented reality and what is virtual reality? What is the difference between two? Because they both are two different things. If you could see in the latest book fair which took place in Chennai, they created a virtual reality set of Kiladi site, entire Kiladi site where the archaeological evidence was going on. That entire Kiladi site was open for the public view from Chennai. From Chennai, we could view the entire Kiladi site by virtual reality, by wearing the goggles. So, what is virtual reality? What is augmented reality? Now, recently in the COVID time, also Google brought in an augmented reality thing by bringing in animals into the camera, by bringing in tigers, animals, and all those things. So, when something is happening around you, you should know. This is current affairs, pure current affairs question, because it is happening around you. You should have studied what is augmented reality, what is virtual reality. Like just now I said, when there is a cyclone is coming, you should have understood the basics of cyclone. Okay, what is cyclone, how it forms, what are all the types of cyclones, how what are all the factors which sustain the cyclone, what is the meaning of the word landfall. So karai kadandadu and the landfall, what is the meaning of the word landfall, everything you should be having in mind. So that is very important. See this next question, Denisovian. The word Denisovian sometimes seen in news is what? So there was a new early human species, like early human species Neanderthal and the monkey இருந்து man human being ஓட evolutionல a lot of species came before Homo sapiens came. அதுல one of the இதுதான் வந்து Denisovian. Denisovian is a species which existed before Homo sapiens. So அதோட one of the fossils வந்து they found it recently. When they discovered that fossils recently, that was in news. So then the word Denisovian news learned. What is Denisovian? They are asking. So that's how the current affairs are dealt. See, government brought in a new bill called DNA profiling bill. So how to use the DNA? Like whenever there is some crime, in order to prove that crime, there is a lot of crime which needs DNA test. So in those kind of crimes, how to do the DNA test? What are all the regulations needed? When that kind of a bill was brought by the government, they are asking a question from DNA, basics of DNA. What is DNA and how DNA works? So that is a link between the current affairs. Government is bringing a bill for regulating the government is building a bill for regulating the DNA profiling, and they are asking a question regarding DNA. So that's how you have to be preparing the current affairs. Okay. See this in the context of wearable technology, which of the following tasks are accomplished by wearable devices? Wearable devices now the latest Apple phone with Apple watch which you can wear in the hand, or you can, there is a lot of new watches which are coming where which will read your heartbeat and which will read your amount of work you did, amount of calories burned, those kind of things. So from those kind of things there is a question. So this is how the last year current affairs questions were coming. See this, what is Cas9 protein often mentioned in news? This Cas9 protein is nothing, it is nothing but it is a tool which is used in gene editing. Recently we were seeing about this genetic editing, how to create do the genetic editing for health. So genetic editing is a rising technology which is coming in the recent times, and they have asked it, what is Cas9? Cas9 is a tool used there. And see this question, I'm just showing you the current affairs question, how much current affairs question came. Almost 30 questions will come like this. Recently we photographed a black hole for the first time. A group of scientists released the photograph of a black hole, and see there is a question regarding black hole. There is a direct question regarding black hole. So this is how the questions are framed by UPSC. So current affairs la update direct varum. So that's what I wanted to show you. So prelims almost 20 to 30, 25 to 30 questions are coming in current affairs, and in mains almost 45 to 50% of questions are coming from current affairs. Like if you could see, this is the mains question paper of 2019 mains question paper. In 2019 mains question, see the first question, enumerate the indirect taxes which have been subsumed in GST. GST kulla enna taxes have come now. Okay, so see this question, what is India's plan to have its own space station? Recently our Shivan said that, the ISRO chairman Shivan said that India will be having its own space station by end of 2030. 2030 குள்ள நாம நமக்கு ஒரு தனி ஸ்பேஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் கிரியேட் பண்ணிப்போங்கிற மாதிரி he was telling. So what is India's plan to have a space station? How it will benefit our space program? இப்போ நம்ம மங்கள்யான் பத்தி ககன்யான் பத்தி பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம், and they are asking question about space station just because Shivan said. So அந்த மாதிரி whenever there is something in news you have to study about it, why we need a space station. So India space station வச்சிருக்க போதுங்கிறது it's just a news. நாட்டில் இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்கும் what is the news? India is going to have a space station. So this is the news. But for UPSC aspirants, that is not the end there. What we have to do, why we need to have a space station? India ki edukku space station theva? What is the purpose of the space station? What are all the benefits the space station can provide to India? How it is going to help the Indian scientific development? So all these questions should come into your mind, and you have to study for that. At the same time, what are all the disadvantages of having a space station? Do we really need such an expenditure to spend money? So all these questions should come in your mind, and you should have points for all these questions. You should have positive points to support it and negative points to oppose it. So both kind of a points you should be developing with you, then only you can answer questions like this. So this is the importance of current affairs, guys. Like that only UPSC is asking question in preliminary and main. So almost in each paper, especially in the paper 2 and paper 3, GS2 and GS3, in mains, almost 45 to 50% of the questions are asked from current affairs. Like if you could see in 2019 GS3, we had 11 questions from current affairs and only 9 questions from static area. Among the of the all 20 questions, almost 11 questions were having link with the current affairs. So 11 questions means it is already 55% of questions. So in main examination, most of the questions are coming from current affairs, and mains question are opinion oriented. Like if you could see the space station question, they are asking us opinion, what is going to be the benefit of it. So it is, they are all opinion based question. So for that you should have an opinion about it. Like just now I said, what are all the benefits of a space station, what are all the problems in a space station, you should have idea about it, then only you can write the answer. So that should be how your preparation journey. Whatever you see around you in life, you have to think about it, why it is happening. Okay. So this is the thing. And personality test, that is the final step in our UPSC examination. In personality test, what they are going to ask you, they will be asking about your opinions only. Personality test is purely about, it's going to be about your opinion. It's not going to be a test of knowledge at all. Your knowledge is already tested in preliminary, your knowledge is already tested in mains. So in personality test, they will never test your knowledge, they will just test your personality. How good person you are, what attitude you are having, what is your sensibility regarding the sensitive issues occurring around you, how you see the sensitive issues occurring around you. Migrant crisis, what is your opinion, what should have been done, and the mari they will be asking you the opinion based question for which you should have opinion again. So recently a lot of caste based movies are coming in Tamil Nadu. If you could see, there are recently a caste based movie came, and another movie is they released a poster of a new movie which is a purely caste based movie with a caste is kind of a thing. So it is a healthy thing in Tamil Nadu, or Tamil Nadu is going backward again with this respect to the casteism. So there is a racial anti-racist movement which is taking place in United States. So what is your opinion regarding that? Why that movement is taking place? What, how racism is happening there? Even though that is not happening in India, you should have an opinion regarding such a kind of an issue, because even in India we are having racism. India is also a India, and most of Indians also practice racism here in India. So we should be having some knowledge and sensibility regarding racism. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு social issues you should be having some opinion and idea. So that opinion and idea you should build, and that will be tested in mains and in personality test for sure. So this is what is needed for UPSC preparation, and that is the importance of current affairs. Okay. So it is not just knowing the news. USA racism against our movement nadakudhu. So there is a very big huge people's movement happening around racism in USA. That is just the news. So everyone knows it, each and everyone, even those who are not preparing for civil services know that. But as a civil service aspirant, what you should know, why that movement is taking place, what is the history of racism there, how bad the racism has been treated in America. So what is the link it is having with respect to India, how is racism in India, how Indians are facing the racism. A lot of Indians face racism because of our preference for the white skin. We are facing a lot of racism from family itself, from the parents itself we would have faced the racism. Like they will be so this kind of thing, when there are siblings of two different color, parents itself will show say racism sometimes in India. So that is the case of racism in India. We should link it with Indian issues. So that's how you have to build your opinion and build your mind. So I'm just giving you one example of how to do it. Okay. If there is an issue between India and Nepal happening in the border, you should know why it is happening, what is the history behind it, what is the geography behind it. Okay. So that is what I'm telling. That is the importance of current affairs. So this is why we are going to study the current affairs. Now let us come to step one. What is my step one to start my current affairs preparation? Current affairs preparation ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னா நான் முதல் படி என்ன பண்ணணும்? முதல் படி, first step is to buy hard the syllabus. So I have already discussed in previous video also, but I'm repeating again. A lot of new people would have come. in UPSC examination preparation, everything, whichever you are studying, you need to understand and study. If you are studying any news or any issue or any concept, you have to understand it and study. No need to buy heart. But the one first thing which you have to buy heart is syllabus. The syllabus of preliminary and syllabus of mains. Syllabus of preliminary is very generic and you can keep it aside, but syllabus of mains is very detailed. So you take the syllabus of mains, GS1, GS2, GS3, and GS4, and by heart. Understand each and every line of the main syllabus. Okay, you by heart it. So by hearting the syllabus is very important for this preparation. Okay, so if possible, I will have a syllabus reading session. There is a thing called syllabus reading. You will be thinking, what is the syllabus reading? Syllabus la enna padikkanum? You should understand each and every word in the syllabus. So I'll like we made organize a session for that also. You attend that session. Each and every word in the syllabus, you should understand the meaning. So take the main syllabus and by heart it line by line. You cannot do that in one day. I'll also give the techniques how to by heart the syllabus. You print the syllabus and have it in hand, or you have it in PDF. See, now if you are not having printer because of COVID crisis, you will not be able to take printout. So once it is open, you take the printout. Till then, see the syllabus daily in any form. Daily morning after you wake up, you read the entire syllabus. First line and கடைசி line வரைக்கும் just read it. No need to by heart. உட்காந்து மனப்பாடம் பண்ண தேவையில்ல. அறம் செய்ய விரும்பு ஆறுவது சினம்னு அந்த மாதிரி மனப்பாடம் பண்ண தேவையில்ல. You just read it, go through it. Or the second தூங்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நைட்டு தூங்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு 10 minutes you just read from first line to last line the entire syllabus. படிச்சுட்டு வாட் இதுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கும், அதுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கும், வாட் திஸ் சப்ஜெக்ட் வில் ஹேவ், வாட் தட் சப்ஜெக்ட் வில் ஹேவ்னு அந்த மாதிரி மைண்டை வந்து கியூரியஸா ஓப்பன் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, there is a line called role of women and women organization. So women related women related organizations and NGOs related there is a line in syllabus. So if any issues related to women or women organization or social issues faced by women vanda, it is there in syllabus in mind la ethikanum. So there is a line called um, important international institutions. Important international institutions na global level la irukra mukkiyamaana institution like G7 patti there was a talk in the recent time. Then there is a very huge debate regarding WHO's functionalities amid COVID crisis. So in the Mari global international institutions, there is a line in syllabus. So we have to study about WHO. So that is how you have to understand the syllabus. Okay, idukulla enna irukapodhu, adukulla enna irukapodhu, you should be thinking constantly. Okay. Second important steps which you have to do is to go through the previous year questions. Okay. Those people who are most of you guys will be starting your preparation now. If at all you are starting your preparation now, most of the previous year question you will not understand because you haven't studied any subjects. So you are not having any exposure to current affairs. So you will not be understanding most of the questions. But what I'm telling is just go through it. Take GS 1, 2, 3, 4 questions of 2019, 2018 or 2017. At least 3 years question of mains question, you just go through it. அதே மாதிரி ஒரு 3 years preliminary question to same 2017, 18, 19 as a first step. இப்போ ஒரு 3 yearsக்கு ஓகே ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே you have to see at least 3 years question of preliminary question. பாருங்க, once the preparation is over, your preparation in the halfway mark na after 6 months of time. If you are starting your preparation in June, do this in December. In December, what you have to do, you have to solve almost, you see the last 15 years preliminary question. So on the mari you open up your circle. Okay, so you do that thing only if you see at the end of the day we are preparing for this exam. Why we are preparing for this exam? To answer a question in preliminary and to answer a question in mains. Okay, அதுக்காக தான் படிக்கிறோம். எதுக்காக இந்த எக்ஸாம் படிக்கிறோம்? IAS ஆக தான் படிக்கிறோம். பட் IAS ஆகணும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? You have to answer a question in preliminary. You have to answer a question in main. Okay, right answer பண்ணாதான் you can become an IAS or an IPS or an IFS or IRS. So we have to do these things. So அந்த கொஸ்டினை கரெக்டாக ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? யூ ஷுட் நோ கொஸ்டின் எப்படி கேட்குறாங்கன்னு. உங்களால் எப்போ நல்லா படிக்க முடியும்? எதை கேட்குறாங்க, எப்படி கேட்குறாங்கன்னு தெரிஞ்சாதான் எப்படி படிக்கணுங்கிறதே தெரியும். ஹவு ஐ ஹாவ் டு ஸ்டடி ஃபார் திஸ் எக்ஸாமினேஷனுங்கிறதுக்கான ஆன்சர் எப்போ கிடைக்கும்? How they are asking questions தெரிஞ்சாதான் தெரியும். So see previous year question and understand how they are asking the current affairs. So only if you know the syllabus and only if you know the previous year questions, you can identify the what current affairs is needed for the preparation. Like for example, in today's Hindu paper, if there is an article regarding lion census, lions population has increased in ஒரு article இருக்குன்னா, only if you have seen the syllabus. In syllabus there is a term called biodiversity. Biodiversityங்கிற term syllabusல இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சாதான் okay lion census is there in syllabusனு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். Like already I said, role of women, So if there is an article regarding how a woman based NGO are helping the women during the COVID crisis, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆர்டிக்கல் இருக்குன்னா இந்த ஆர்டிக்கல் நான் படிக்கணுமா வேணாமா? Do I really need to study this article, or do I not need to study this article? When you will get the answer? You will get the answer only if you see, you know that only if you have known the syllabus. Syllabus fulla தெரிஞ்சாதான் you will be knowing it whether you need to study this article or not. Okay, so நாளைக்கு வந்து there will be an article regarding women and you will be skipping if you are not reading the syllabus. So syllabus தெரிஞ்சாதான் you can filter the articles in newspaper and you can filter the issues in the current affairs. So இப்போ racism in United States வந்து where it is there in my syllabus, நீங்க கேட்கலாம் racism United States நடக்கிற ஒரு இஷ்யூ அது என்னோட சிலபஸ்ல எங்க இருக்கு? Why should I study that? Do I really need to study? So syllabusல அது எங்க இருக்குன்னா only if you have read syllabus you would have identified the two areas. One area is this salient features of Indian society. Salient features of Indian society in ஒரு topic there is in syllabus. In salient features of Indian society, you can talk about the racism happening in India. India there is a very big racism. So you can talk about that racism happening in India. So in another area where you can talk about the racism happening in United States, other if you want to study where you can study na, there is a topic, there is a paper called ethics paper. In ethics paper, humanity, you will be studying a lot of issues regarding humanity and various ethics and virtues which a human should follow. You will be studying the racism issues there. It is very relevant in ethics paper whether to discriminate a person based on their race. So it is there. It is there in the paper 4. Only if you know the syllabus you can identify whether in the issue padikalama venamanu. Okay, so that is the important development. So study the syllabus and previous year papers. So the next important steps, preliminary versus mains. So whenever you are studying a current affairs issue, what you have to do, you have to be very clear how this question can come in preliminary, how the question from this area can come in mains. In the mari rendu edathiliyum vandu you have to be very clear. So yesterday vandu there was the news regarding the tiger census. Let me take a common example and I'll explain. Okay, tiger census patti there is a news. So how this tiger census news is going to come in preliminary? So there was an article in Hindu paper, lion census method outdated. There was an article and they found that 28% there is a rise in lion population in Gir. You know where is Gir? Gir is in Gujarat. So how this article can be converted into a preliminary question and how this article can come as a mains question. That differentiation you have to know. This article in preliminary question, how it can be coming? They can ask about the lion habitat, where lions are found in India. It is found in the Gir region, Saurashtra region of Gujarat. That is one perspective how they can ask in preliminary. What is the protection status of lion? Whether the lion is endangered or critically endangered or vulnerable. What is the status of lion? What steps Indian government takes to protect lion? What method the surveyors use? Like there was a question 2007. In 2017 there was a question. The word M stripes. Okay, I'll show you. I'll write that question. So there was a question. The word M stripes is seen in news. What do you mean by M stripes? So this was the question in 2017. So M stripes is nothing but a technology. It is an application. It is an application used for tiger census. So tiger census like how the tiger census is done. நம்ம human census வீடு வீடா போய் கேட்போம் எத்தனை humans இருக்கும்னு எண்ணுவோம். tiger census எப்படி காடுக்குள்ள போய் ஒரு tiger எண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாங்களா? ஏன்னா tiger கிட்ட போறதுக்கு human beings cannot go near the tigers in wild. So what they will be doing? They will be using camera traps. They will be installing a lot of cameras and they will be coming. So camera traps is a very important method and pug mark. So in order to analyze this camera trap and pug mark, government made this software called M stripes. It is a technology application. This application is used to do the tiger census. So andamari, what application was used to do this lion census? That can come in preliminary. So this is how you have to differentiate. How this issue can come in mains? This issue can come in mains with respect to biodiversity. Human-animal conflict. Why tiger population is, why lion population is rising? Why lion population is falling? Andamari. What steps government took to protect the lion? Okay. So அந்த மாதிரி வந்து you can do. If there is a question regarding conservation, there was a fact in here. Of course, that 29% of lion population have increased in it. There was a fact. So this fact You can quote in a question. If environment related, if there is a question in mains, you can write this fact. Recently, because of the efforts taken by the government, lion population took increased by 29%. So we are protecting the biodiversity. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டை வந்து சப்ஸ்டான்ஷியேட் பண்றதுக்கு you will be having a fact. If you want to tell a fact in your answer that government is taking steps to protect the biodiversity, you can use this fact to substantiate it. நம்ம ஆன்சர்ல இந்த ஃபேக்டோட எழுதணும்னா நம்ம ஆன்சருக்கு ஒரு ஆத்தென்டிசிட்டி கிடைக்குது in mains answers. So அந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல this fact can be used in the mains. So இந்த ஒரு ஆர்டிகிளே நம்ம வந்து we can use in prelims, we can use in mains. So இந்த மாதிரி you have to differentiate how I can use this in prelims and how I can use this in mains-ங்கற மாதிரி differentiate பண்ணனும். How you will know that? Only if you have read the previous year question. Previous year questions, if you படிச்சிருந்தா தான் you will be understanding whether how the question can come from this area. Like I have just told, I read the previous year question, so I am telling that in 2017 there was a question from tiger census. So when there is an issue of lion census, we have to study because they have asked the question regarding tiger census technology. They might also ask for lion census also. So since in the previous year particular, you will be knowing how to identify the issues and how in which aspect I have to study. So now after seeing this lion census, you will be reading about the technology used for it. What technology the government used for the lion census. You will be hunting down. So go home and study today. That is your homework. Study about this lion census. So that is how this you have to differentiate whether how this issue will be coming in preliminary, how this issue will be coming in mains. So preliminary la eppadi varum, mains la eppadi varumngradha constantly you have to be thinking. படிக்கும் போதே இதுல இருந்து என்ன கொஸ்டின் வரும்னு அந்த கொஸ்டினை பில்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு if you are studying, that will enhance your preparation and that will improve your memory. How to improve your memory? Because you will be studying 1 year. I'm going to prepare this entire thing for 1 year. How I'll be remembering everything? That will be a very important question. One important question, one important thing you can do to improve your memory is do revisions. See, we had a different webinar for memory management also. You see that do regular revisions. That will increase your memory. Another thing how you can improve your memory is whenever you are studying an issue, frame question. You yourself frame question. You yourself frame question about that issue and think how this question can come, how this issue can come as a question. If you do this exercise, your memory will increase because you are in your brain. That issue will be linked with a question in your brain when you are studying itself. So next time when you are seeing a question like that, that part of the memory will be triggered and you will be remembering the answer. படிக்கிறப்போவே இது என்ன கொஸ்டினா வரும்னு டியூன் பண்ணிட்டு படிச்சீங்கன்னா நாளைக்கு அந்த கொஸ்டினை பார்க்குறப்போ நீங்க இது படிச்சது ஞாபகத்துக்கு வரும். பிகாஸ் அவர் பிரெயின் ஃபங்க்ஷன் லைக் தட். இட் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் வித் நெட்வொர்க்கிங். So build your networks when you are studying itself. So this is the step 2. So now the next question comes, where to study the current affairs? So we saw what is the importance of current affairs and how to study. Now the next question will come, where to study the current affairs? So where to study current affairs? One important source is newspaper. So how to study the current affairs from newspaper? I have done a separate video in detail. Go and see that video. Okay. How to read newspaper? No, tiny video. See that video. I would have discussed how to read the newspaper in detail. Next thing is daily current affairs. See, so these are all the sources. The daily current affairs is a source where in our Kingmakers app, if you could see, we are updating the daily current affairs. Okay, daily current affairs will be updated in our Kingmakers blog. We are having a blog website called blog.kingmakersisacademy.com. So in blog.kingmakersisacademy.com, we are updating the daily current affairs. So a lot of websites in internet are uploading the daily current affairs. So daily current affairs means on the day when the current issues in newspaper and various other sources. Because I've already said newspaper is not the only source. There are various other sources like PIB or the government websites. In the various sources, you will be getting the daily news, which is not covered in newspaper. Because newspaper is not for UPSC aspirant. Newspaper is for giving news to people. We UPSC aspirant are using newspaper to study current affairs. But intention of the Hindu is not to target UPSC aspirants. ஸோ நமக்கு தேவையான எல்லா நியூஸும் நியூஸ் பேப்பர்லேயே இருக்கும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு நாளில் வந்து எல்லா நியூஸுமே வந்து வாட் தே வில் பி டூயிங், அந்த ஒரு நாளில் வந்து the newses which came in that particular day, every news will be compiled in this daily current affairs. The news which came in Hindu, the news which came in Indian Express, the news which came in PIB, that is Press Information Bureau of Government of India or a press release, the news which came in Down to Earth, that is a different magazine, the news which came in Mint is another newspaper, the news which they published in the parliament என்ன நியூஸ் ஏதாவது பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணாங்களா, what is happening in parliament. So இந்த மாதிரி எல்லா விஷயத்தையும் அனலைஸ் பண்ணி they will be listing out in their website. So we are having this website called blog.kingmakers IAS Academy. Go and have a look on this website. So in blog.kingmakers IAS Academy, we are publishing the daily current affairs, and go and have a look. And we are also publishing in our app. So you can see there. So once you study, after studying the newspaper, you at the end of the day, தூங்கறதுக்கு முன்னாடி, you always allocate half an hour before the sleep. Half an hour before sleep. எதுக்குனா to study the daily current affairs every day. You can read newspaper in any part of your day, whichever day suits you well, whichever time period suits you well, you choose that time. There is no specific time to study newspaper. It's your convenience only. But half an hour before sleep every day, take the website and read the daily current affairs. If you read the daily current affairs, whatever you read in the newspaper and whatever news are available all over the nation regarding UPSC preparation, everything will be listed there. You just have a look. Just have a look. No, not making notes and all. Just have a look. Okay, just have a look and have it in mind. I'll talk why just have a look without taking any notes, because you are already taking notes from newspaper. I would have discussed that in that video. You go and see that video. So already you will be taking notes from newspaper. That is enough. No need to take separate notes from daily current affairs. Just have a look. So the next thing is daily test. So after seeing the daily current affairs, the daily current affairs part will take you some 20 minutes. You will give the 20 minutes for daily current affairs and give 10 minutes for this daily test. Daily test is also available in our Kingmakers app. In our Kingmakers app, daily we will be uploading 10 questions. 10 questions from daily current affairs. Current affairs current affairs question we are uploading on a daily basis. So daily ஒரு நாளைக்கு 10 question ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு 3600 questions you will be seeing just from current affairs. So if you could study these questions, this is more than enough for your current affairs revision and preparation. This will strengthen your current affairs preparation. I have personally experienced it. So for the past 2 years we are doing in Kingmakers IAS Academy, and studying these daily questions have personally enhanced my current affairs skills. So it will add up. That is not the only source to study, but it will add up to your studies. You are studying a thing as an issue, but when you are studying that as a question format, I already told you that your brain will be networked as a question. So when that question is again coming in examination, your memory will be triggered. So see these 10 questions on a daily basis. Okay, this thing also is updated in your app. Go and see this. So take this daily test. Next thing, monthly current affairs. Okay, now the thing you have to do is, every academy releases a magazine called monthly magazine. In Kingmakers we are releasing a monthly magazine called King's Mag. Okay, so we are releasing a monthly magazine called King's Mag. So in that King's Mag will be released every month. So it is a monthly magazine. What it is having the compilation of all the newses which came in that particular month. Okay, all the news which is relevant for, like you are seeing on a daily current affairs, there will be some roughly 10 issues now. In monthly current affairs there will be 10 into 30 days, there will be 300 issues. So it is just a compilation of daily current affairs of all 30 days. 30 days la daily current affairs la vande ella vishayathoda compilation da monthly current affairs. So what you have to do is, you are already taking notes from newspaper and you print this magazine. Okay, in Kingmakers we'll be providing the hard copy only. See, since now we are in COVID crisis, we are doing it everything in digital way. But once the academy opens, everything will be giving it as a hard copy only, in the book format only. So we will be giving you the compilation of this monthly current affairs in printed format, and we will also be giving you the compilation of all the questions which was asked. See how many questions will be there in daily test. 10 days, 10 questions every day. So into 30 days, that will be 300 questions. So we will be printing a book and giving it to you with 300 questions, and we will be printing a magazine and giving it to you with 300 issues which came in that month. So you study this on monthly basis. Okay, on daily basis, night you have to study daily current affairs. Just have a look, because that is to understand the things happening around you. But for the examination preparation, you have to study this. Here what we'll be doing, we would have segregated the issues with respect to preliminary and issues with respect to mains, and you can differentiate that and you can study either prelims score, either mains score, and the understanding you will be getting once you see the monthly magazine. So what you are doing is, study this monthly magazine regularly, and if you want to make any notes out of it, see already monthly magazine itself is a note format only, so you no need to make any separate notes. Just mark it there. Okay, just mark things in monthly magazine and study. So monthly magazine is the next important source which you have to study. Then PRS. So there is a website called PRS. Okay, I'll show you a few websites now. So this is that website called PRS. Okay. So this is the website prsindia.org. prsindia.org. If you could see here, this prsindia.org. In this website, whatever bills and acts are released by the government, that will be recently government amended the Essential Commodities Act in order to enhance the distribution of goods in the COVID crisis. So on the act enna. So what is this amendment? Whenever a government is bringing in a new bill or a new act in parliament, that act will be detailed, analyzed in detail. See, Essential Commodities Act is discussed in detail here. What are all the changes brought by the government? They are discussing here. So with regarding to any bill or any act which is introduced in the parliament, you can come to this website and study. See, there is a summary here. Summary of all the ordinances, all the bills will be given. Like, let us take an example. For example, let us consider any bill which was brought recently by the government. Let us consider this Jammu and Kashmir bill which was brought. See what I'm doing in the Google search: Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill (PRS). So see, you just add this word called PRS in your Google search. Okay, just add this thing in the Google search. See, what I'm telling is, if there is a news regarding a bill introduced in a parliament, you have to come here and in PRS and study about that bill. See, Kashmir Reorganization Bill 2019, they are giving the provisions. What are all the provisions the government brought in? All the provisions will be discussed here. And there will be, see here, if you could see here, there is a summary. In the summary, they would have discussed the positives and negatives of the bill. So all this thing will be discussed in PRS. So follow this PRS. Okay. So this PRS is not only for studying the bill and act, but also for tracking your MP and MLA. Here you can see everyone will be having your own MP and MLA, like member of parliament of your constituency. You can track that guy, what that MLA is doing for you, what that MLA is talking for you in the parliament, what that MP is talking for you in the parliament, what is the track record of that MP, what is the attendance of that MP. That thing also you can check here. See, this is not needed for the preparation, but I'm just telling you an added point. See, all the MP's faces with full details will be given here. You can see any MP and you can study. Okay. So this is the website about PRS. So there is another website called Press Information Bureau. This is PIB. In this PIB, on a daily basis, you can click any date and you can see on a daily basis what the government related news are coming. All this news will not be covered in newspapers, but these things will be covered in daily current affairs. Okay, these things will be covered in the daily current affairs. We are also covering the PIB in daily current affairs, and there are a lot of websites in internet regarding UPSC who are covering this PIB news on a daily basis. You can refer anything. But see here, government related news, whatever was released in that particular day, they will be giving us. See here, Mumbai will soon be able to predict. So yesterday they released an app called mFlow. So this mFlow is nothing but is to monitor the flood levels. Mumbai is known for its flood. How much flood will come in a particular area? So that thing they can monitor with iFlow. I said mFlow, it is iFlow. So they have brought in a new app called iFlow, and they have given in detail about that app. What is this iFlow? In this iFlow app, you can monitor and you will be getting alerts. In the இடத்துல இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல வெள்ளம் வரப்போகுதுன்னு you will be getting an alerts before itself, so that you can avoid flooding. So such an app was released and detailed news regarding the app is given here. So this is how the PRS will work, PIB will work. But one thing which you have to note is you don't need to study PIB on a daily basis. PIB will be covered in the daily current affairs thing itself. No need to go to PIB website and study it on a daily basis. But at the end of the every year, எல்லா வருஷமும் முடியறப்போ இந்த டிசம்பர் மந்த்ல வந்து இயர்லி ரிவ்யூன்னு ஒன்று ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க இன் பிஏபி. this yearly review of PIB வந்து எல்லா மினிஸ்ட்ரியோட அந்த yearly activity will be released. You go and study the yearly review of few ministries. Okay, not all ministries, few ministries. Few ministries like whom? Just a second. So you just study the activity of few ministries like Home, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education. So it's not education, it is HRD, Human Resource Development, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Environment. So Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, and HRD, Health and Home. If you could analyze the previous year questions, based on that analysis, we have found that most of the questions from government initiatives are coming from these areas. So you study the yearly review released by the government in PIB from this website, from these ministries. Okay. See, if you open this PIB, you can search for the yearly reviews here. Okay, and you can study. So if you could press yearly review, it will be coming here. So this is one thing which you have to study. So you go home and try. We'll go to the next topic now since we are not having enough time. So there is another website called IndianEconomy.net. So for polity related things, we are having PRS. So PRS is the one website for polity related current affairs because all the bills and acts will be discussed here. So for economy related current affairs, you are having this beautiful website called IndianEconomy.net. IndianEconomy.net is a sole website only for economy related issues and economy related current affairs. Okay, you follow this website for any economy related issues and current affairs. Okay, if you are having any doubts with respect to economy related issue, you can go and see here. Okay, like for example, recently government decided to do a lot of changes, right? See here, government unveils 1.7 lakh crore. And the first 1.7 lakh crore government or package கொண்டு வந்தாங்க, அதை பத்தி இங்க இருக்கும். RBI comes with the new responses for COVID-19. COVID-19 response, RBI has brought in the new response. If you click it, you will be seeing on a daily basis. Economy related current issues will be discussed here on a beautiful way. And not only that, economic concepts also are discussed. Indian economy, whatever we are studying, inflation, fiscal policy, monetary policy, national income, and the Mari issues also are discussed detailed here. And global economic issues of IMF, WTO, and the Mari issues also will be discussed here. So it is a very good website for studying the economy related issue. Whenever you are having any doubts with respect to economy related issue, when you are Googling, just do this. Okay, use the following keywords to Google. See, whenever you want to Google any issue, you Google like this. If you want to Google about lion census, do like this. Lion census. Add this word called UPSC in your Google search. So whenever you are doing the Google search, add this word called UPSC in your Google search. So then only UPSC related websites will be coming and you can study it. For example, if you want to study about economy, if you want to know consumer price index, do this. Consumer price index, like those who have attended my class will be knowing it. Consumer price index, Indian economy. Put this word Indian economy without any space. IndianEconomy.net. Type this in Google search. You will be getting the link of consumer price index in IndianEconomy.net. So for economy related any issue, if you want to read, you can refer this website called IndianEconomy.net. Okay. So this is one important source for economy related current affairs. And finally, about us. This about us is a provision which is given in almost all websites. So in current affairs, when you're studying, you'll be studying about international organization. You will be studying about a lot of international organization current affairs. These international organizations, like for example, let us take this example of WHO. If you want to study about World Health Organization, if you Google search the World Health Organization, the first link you will be getting is Wikipedia. See, almost we will be getting this Wikipedia link whenever you are doing it. You can study in Wikipedia also, but going to official website and studying is always very good thing to do. For any international organization or any NGO or any department, Whenever you want to study about them, you want to know who they are, about any organization, you can directly go to their website, and there will be this column called About Us. This About Us column is there in almost all websites. Whichever website you go, this About Us column will be there. If you click this About Us column, and you click, if you click About WHO, you will be getting the authentic information about WHO in their website itself. So there cannot be any other authentic information than this website. What is WHO? What, who we are? What we do? What, where we work? So they are giving it in detailed way. You just have a read, and you will be understanding what is WHO. That's it. Any organization, if you go, you can have this thing called About Us, and you can refer this About Us of all the websites whenever you are studying. Okay. And final thing, so when, and one more important thing, whenever you read any current affairs related topic, link it with conventional topics. So linking with conventional topics, so what is the meaning of this word linking with conventional topics? Like recently, our vice president, Mr. Venkaya Naidu, our vice president, what he was telling was, he is also the vice president, is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. He was telling that in Rajya Sabha we are having absenteeism. In Rajya Sabha, there is a lot of parliamentary committees. You will be studying about parliamentary committees in polity. What he said was, we are having a lot of parliamentary committees. In this parliamentary committee meetings, people are not at all coming. He was telling, so we have to do a lot of reforms to improve the attendance in the parliamentary committees. He was talking about that. So what the news was, Rajya Sabha chairman and our vice president is concerned about the absenteeism in the parliamentary committees, and he is suggesting certain reforms. So that is the news. So now what you have to do, you have to study this news and you have to study the reforms suggested by him. After doing that, what you have to do, you have to link it with a conventional subject. Like for example, this is a polity related news. In polity, we will be talking about parliamentary committees. What is parliamentary committees? We'll be discussing in polity. So go to, take Lakshmikant, open this parliamentary committee chapter and study about the basics of parliamentary committees also simultaneously. Okay, this is how you have to study. So if government is, if at all government is planning to bring financial emergency, there is a provision called financial emergency. Whenever our finances of the government is very bad because of the COVID crisis, our economy's finances will be it will go into very bad state. So in that case, government can bring in this financial emergency and take a lot of stringent methods. So if at all government is planning to bring a financial emergency, and if you see a word like this, you have to take Lakshmikant, study financial emergency. What is the provision of financial emergency? When president can bring financial emergency? If financial emergency is brought, what will happen? So all these things you will be understanding. In the news, you will be studying about why financial emergency was brought. But if you go to, you have to take the conventional subject and study what is financial emergency and why it is brought. Like I told about Amphan. If a cyclone called Amphan is coming, what you have to do? You have to study about this Amphan cyclone and you have to go to geography book. Take geography NCRT. Take geography NCRT where cyclones is discussed, and open the cyclones unit and study about cyclones. What is a cyclone? What is a tropical cyclone? What is a temperate cyclone? And you have to study about the cyclone. So whenever you are studying a topic in current affairs, you have to link it with the conventional area. Why I am telling it? Number one reason is UPSC will, whenever UPSC, in most of the cases, they will not ask a direct question from current affairs. If there is a word cyclone called Amphan, they will not ask question regarding Amphan. Like just now we saw, last year question paper only we saw, government brought this DNA profiling bill, but the question was from DNA. Government bought this DNA profiling bill, but the question was from what is DNA. So when there is an Amphan cyclone, doesn't mean that government will ask about Amphan cyclone. What they will do, they will ask about cyclone. What is a cyclone? They will be asking the science behind the cyclone. So you have to take the geography book and study. So sometimes they will be asking direct questions, sometimes they will be linking with the conventional topic and asking. So it is always better to study the conventional part whenever you're reading the current affairs. So I know that you can't be doing this for initial 3 months to 4 months, because in that time only you will be studying all the subjects in the classes. So for initial 3 to 4 months you can't be doing this linking with the conventional topics, but once all these conventional topics are over, you have to start doing this. Okay, whenever you are doing the monthly current affairs, you have to start doing this part. So these are all the sources for current affairs. Now I'll tell you how to study and what to study. So how to read newspaper, which newspaper to study, everything is discussed in the video. Okay, I've discussed about editorials also, why we have to study editorial, what is the purpose of editorials in the previous video itself, in my art of current affairs, in my how to read newspaper video also, because editorials are very important source of current affairs, guys. So don't ignore the editorials. Please study the editorials in Hindu or Express, whichever newspaper you prefer, Hindu, Express, or now everything is available in Telegram. So in Telegram, there is a separate page for Express. So you can go to that and you can study there. So don't miss the editorials and the importance of, because you will be getting opinions. Like I already said, in mains you are going to write the opinions. They will be asking you to give your opinion in mains. In personality test also you will be asked to write your opinion. If you could take Hindu newspaper, there is an article about racism of USA. You would have read the, if you read the editorial, you would have got the opinion regarding racism in USA. There was an article regarding the India Nepal border issue. If you would have studied that editorial, you would have understood the India Nepal border issue. There was an editorial regarding India China border issue. If you would have read that, that will have been gone. In today's newspaper, if you take and see, there is an editorial regarding this change of name. Whether this change of name is needed or not, there is an editorial regarding that. So if you take that editorial and see, you will be getting your opinion regarding the change of names by Tamil Nadu government. So for each and every issue happening, if you study editorial, your opinion will be built. If you are just studying the news, your knowledge will be built. You will be understanding what is the news. But if you study the editorial, your opinion will be built, and that is very important for mains and personality tests. So do read the editorials, and in further details I would have discussed in the previous video. See that video. You have to take editorial notes on and on. I have talked about this note making of editorials also in that thing. Always try to identify 3 to 4 points, not more than that. You don't need to write the entire editorial as notes. Just identify 3 to 4 points which are very important and write it as notes. Okay. So do this exercise. Per editorial, you just take the 2 to 3 points. Okay. And whenever you're taking notes from editorials, segregate the notes into like this for mains, because the editorials are going to help you in mains only. So whenever you're writing editorials, based on the syllabus, you segregate your notes into GS1, GS2, GS3, and GS4. You can take it in either online or offline. I would have talked about that in my newspaper video also. You would have you go and see that. So if there is a news regarding polity issue, means you have to take that write in the GS2 notes. If there is a news regarding economy, means you have to write in GS3. So likewise, segregate your notes of current affairs based on the mains paper, so that when you are studying, it will be helpful for you. So to know this segregation, you have to know the syllabus. So that is the basic logic behind that. And don't forget the ethics. See, ethics is a fourth paper where we'll be talking about ethics, values, and integrity. Ethics, virtues, integrity, and all those things. So you don't miss this ethics paper. So in ethics, I'll just tell you briefly about this ethics part. How you can use the newspaper to take notes for ethics. There are a few videos in YouTube. You just YouTube this thing, ethics GS4 previous year questions discussion. Just Google this, GS4 previous year questions discussion. Okay, so Kingmakers videos is also there, and a lot of other videos are also available in YouTube, where they would have taken the ethics question paper and they would have discussed in detail about the ethics questions. So if you could see, whenever you are writing an ethics answer in paper 4, always you need to write example. Whenever you are writing writing the example of ethics paper, that example should be in the contemporary time. Contemporary time la இப்போ சமகாலத்துல நடக்கிற விஷயத்தை example எழுதுறப்போ your answers will be more good. So if you are writing an so for example, there might be a question on racism. So you can take this racism incident which happened in USA as example. Write examples, identify examples from newspaper. Like there was recently an officer, I think so, in some village in Tamil Nadu only. He was just going and destroying the street vendors' vehicles. Like street vendors were selling the vegetables and fruits in their cart. He was just breaking all the carts and he was throwing all the vegetables on the road because he was angry and people are not following the lockdown. So that was a very rude behavior. So rude behavior by that officer. So you can take this as notes, how that officers behave rudely. So this is an example for ethics paper. Okay, you make a separate notes for ethics. Like GS4, you have a separate note for GS4 and start writing example for ethical issues. There might be a lot of ethical issues happening. Migrant workers are working and no one is caring about it. That is an ethical issue. Ethically, we have failed to protect them. Okay, ethically is it right for them? So you write. Then there is a lot of things like a lot of ethical issues will be taking place. Like this person who was destroying the carts, That is one ethical thing. Another ethical thing is, see, one important ethical thing is a lot of house owners are asking the person who are working in hospital to go out of the house. They are asking them to vacate the houses because they are working in hospitals. They are asking to vacate the doctors. They are asking to vacate the nurses. They are asking to vacate the police personnel. Since they are going and working out in daily basis, these house owners are asking them to vacate the house. Now, where they will go? It is most unethical act by the house owners. So, such kind of unethical acts, you can take notes. Okay. So these have notes about the unethical acts. They are parallel take notes about ethical acts also. There is a lot of ethical acts are taking place by people. A person in Madurai, you would have read that person donated his entire money which he was having for his daughter's education for the COVID crisis. So likewise, take notes of these ethical acts also. So unethical act and ethical act, you just have a list of it, and that contemporary example will play a major role while writing the ethics answer. So don't forget the ethics. Take notes from newspaper about the things which is happening, ethical issues happening around you as a notes, and do it. Okay, if you are not doing till now, you do it from now. ஓகே, உலகத்தில் சிறந்த சொல் செயல். ஸோ இனிலேருந்து செயல்படுத்தலாம். இனி இது வரைக்கும் நான் பண்ணலையா சார், பரவாயில்லையானா பரவாயில்ல, இனிமேலேருந்து பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ தட் இஸ் த திங், யூ டூ இட் ஃப்ரம் நவ். So for editorial preparation, we are having this initiative called Editorial Made Simple, and which is uploaded in our app. Do follow this for. If you are studying editorial and don't know how to take notes and what points to take down, you see this thing and you will be understanding. Okay. So things to note in newspaper. So first you see this video. I have done this video called how to read newspaper. It is available in a YouTube channel. See this video, and you see this video, this video as the second continuation of it. In Hindu paper, you have to note a few things. Like in Hindu, in Sunday Hindu especially, there is a column called FAQ column. In that FAQ column, Hindu paper, they will be taking issues around you and they will be explaining in detail. So don't miss out this FAQ column in Sunday paper and Science and Tech column in the Sunday paper. This both FAQ and science column is coming in the Sunday Hindu. So don't miss the Sunday Hindu. In Sunday Hindu, take this FAQ column and read all the 3 articles. Generally, they will be discussing 3 articles in FAQ. You read all these 3. Okay, don't miss all the 3. And they will be providing you the link for the articles which is discussed in the internet. In the internet version of Hindu, they would have discussed a few other articles. You can go and study that article also. In this FAQ, they would have given the detailed about all the issues, detailed information about the India-Nepal issue, detailed information about the case which Google is facing in India. So, on detailed information will be given regarding all issues. So, don't miss out this article, FAQ. That is perfectly designed for civil service aspirants. So, don't miss out. And Science and Tech column, you will be having articles regarding science and tech. Not all articles will be relevant. If you read the previous year paper, you will be understanding which to study, which not to study. Always try to identify the new emerging technologies. New emerging technologies, identify articles regarding new emerging technologies and study. And there is a area called data point in Hindu. This data point is this is the center paper of center page of Hindu. You will be having editorials here, 2 editorial here and 2 editorials here, and there will be 2 more here and 1 here. So this is how the Hindu editorial section will be there, and there is a cartoon here. Below this cartoon, there is a box called data point. So daily below this cartoon, they are displaying a lot of data. So you no need to study all this data and all. But if you could study syllabus, you can find certain data can be useful. Certain data coming in the data point can be useful. You see, take in today's paper, you will not be having it because it is Saturday paper. From Monday to Friday only, you will be having this data point. So you take yesterday's paper and see. In this data point column, they would have given some data regarding something. It can be about anything. They will be giving data regarding anything. That data is very important, guys. But you cannot study all 365 data given in an entire year. That is very hard to remember. I'll tell you why you have to study data. Just identify few data which is very important for mains answers. Like mains, if you are studying mains itself, you will be understanding which data are very important. Like for example, there was this lion census now. From this lion census, 29% of lion population have increased and 36% of lion habitat has increased. Like area where the lion lives, that habitat has increased. If you take these 2 points, these are very important data which you can quote in your main answer. Whenever you are writing mains answers, see, everyone are studying for mains. Everyone will be writing similar mains answer only, because everyone would have studied well when if they are coming to mains. But how to make your answer efficient? You can make your answer efficient only by quoting certain data. நம்ம எழுதுற ஆன்சர்ல ஒரு சில டேட்டா இருந்ததுன்னா இத்தனை பர்சன்டேஜ் வந்து இவ்வளோ இருக்கு, அத்தனை பர்சன்டேஜ் அவ்வளோ இருக்கு, ஸோ அது அவ்வளோ பண்ணணும். This much percentage of thing is happening in this way, that much percentage of issue is happening in that way, so we have to do this in this way. இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஆன்சர் எழுதுறப்போ with the data எழுதுறப்போ our answer is getting an authenticity, and that will help in getting more marks in the mains answer. So take data whichever is relevant for your answer and have a separate notes for data. Like now I said that you have to have a separate notes for ethics. Likewise, have a separate notes for data. Okay, and write the data, collect the data all over the year and memorize it, and so that you can quote in the mains answer. The second important thing which you can to think is you have to see is every day night நான் வந்து உங்கள்கிட்ட என்ன சொன்னேன், ஒரு half an hour spend it for daily current affairs சொன்னேன். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு 15 minutes, so it will be 45 minutes. 15 minutes you spend for explained. Okay, see, this is Indian Express website. In this Indian Express website, there is a initiative called Explained. See here. In the Explained initiative in the Indian Express website, daily they will be taking an issue, explaining it. Everything, each and everything. Why has North Korea and South Korea? Recently, Kerala Health Minister Shailaja, அவங்களுடைய கேரளாவோட மெத்தட் வந்து எப்படி சக்ஸஸ் ஆச்சுன்னு there is an explained. What is this iFlows? மும்பைல கொண்டு வந்திருக்க இந்த நியூ இனிஷியேட்டிவ் iFlowsனா என்ன, அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. What is Trump and Kim meeting? North Korea and US meeting explain பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So everything will be explained. Like someone yesterday asked this doubt, how fuel prices are regulated in India. அதை explain பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So likewise, everything will be explained. What is this Andhra Pradesh ESI scam? They would have explained this scam. So each and every issue needed for civil services preparation will be explained here. Daily spend at least 15 minutes in this column. Open this column in daily night. You do this before your sleep and just go through it. This explained column. This explained column is very important for the civil services preparation, so don't miss it, guys. So use Telegram group. There is a separate Telegram group called, not Kingmakers group, it is Express, Indian Express itself is having a Telegram group called Explained. The Telegram group's name itself is called as Explained. So you take that Explained, you just go and join that Explained Telegram groups. In that Telegram group itself, they will be uploading the articles. Okay, so join that group. So do a horizontal and vertical study. So what is this horizontal and vertical study now? Like for example, this is very important point, guys. I know we are breaching the time. It is almost 11:10 now. So I will be having a class in 11:30, but just I will take the time and I'll finish it. Maybe we can start the class 15 minutes later. So horizontal and vertical study na என்னதுன்னா, ஒரு விஷயம் படிச்சா அது வந்து வெர்டிக்கலாவும் டீப்பா போகணும், ஹாரிசாண்டலாவும் படிக்கணும். That is the thing. When you are studying an issue, you have to study it deeply and also horizontally. Like for example, if India is doing a Mars mission வந்து Mangalyaan. So Mangalyaan was India's Mars mission. So Mangalyaan பத்தி நீங்க படிக்கிறப்போ you have to study about Mangalyaan in detail for current affairs. Okay, Mangalyaan என்னன்னு go to ISRO website and study about Mangalyaan in detail. And at the same time, horizontal also you have to study. What is this horizontal? Vertical and ஒரு subject deep படிக்கிறது. Going deep into a subject is vertical study. What is this horizontal study na? What are all the Mars mission of other countries? USA ஓட Mars mission என்ன? Okay, Japan வேற யாரெல்லாம் மார்ஸுக்கு அனுப்பியிருக்காங்க? சைனாவோட மார்ஸ் மிஷன் என்ன? What is the Mars mission of China? What is the Mars mission of European space agencies? Only these 3 agencies have done Mars mission. Apart from ISRO, only 4 agencies in the world have done the Mars mission. So Mangalyaan வரப்போ Mangalyaan பத்தி டீடைல்டா படிக்கிறது vertical study, and studying about the Mars mission, other Mars mission is horizontal study. So இது வந்து this thing vertical and horizontal study you have to work, guys, so that current affairs la UPSC will ask questions like that also. When there is a human space mission here, so you mostly you will be doing this for science and tech, space initiatives, defense initiatives, defense kind of initiatives. So அந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்களுக்கு you will be doing this vertical and horizontal study. What is there, what is happening in other world also. Okay, so you do this vertical and horizontal study whenever you are reading about space and science and tech related issues. So daily current affairs is posted in our app. Have a look at this. Daily current affairs test also is uploaded. Do take this in our app. So this is our monthly magazine, which we already saw. So areas to focus, this finally. Just 2 areas are left to discuss now. So areas to focus na, current affairs question எந்த subject ல இருந்து வருது, that thing you have to understand. So current affairs questions are coming mainly from these areas only. Environment, science and tech and IR. இந்த மூணு subject பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் 90% of the question, 90 to 95% of the question, sometimes even 100%, all the questions coming in environment, science and tech and IR are always from current affairs. நீங்க environment, science and tech, international relations பாத்தீங்கன்னா 90% of the questions they are asking from current affairs only, not from conventional part. If you take polity how they will ask means 75% questions will be coming from polity subject. Lakshmikant ல convention ல இருந்து வரும், 20% வந்து current affairs ல இருந்து வரும். But for environment, science and tech and international relations, these 3 subjects are very important with respect to current affairs. Okay, so in these 3 subjects almost all the questions are being asked from current affairs. So focus the current affairs regarding environment, science and tech and international relations in detail. International relations means international organization. I've already said that don't worry about world column. Any international issue, you just study editorials and monthly current affairs. International relations, international organization related news வந்து don't go and study in Hindu paper in world column. You ignore the world column. Just have a look. Instead, study the international relations and international organization related news in the daily current affairs or monthly current affairs given by the magazines, or read it in the editorials. So that is enough for world. I have already said this fact earlier also. You just have this in mind. Okay. So 2 columns which you shouldn't worry is world column and business column. Don't worry if you're not understanding anything, ignore it. Okay. You can study the world column and economy related column in various other sources like editorial. There will be an economy related editorial, there will be an IR related editorial, and there will be a these issues will be covered in the monthly current affairs, so you can study that. Okay, so no need to worry. And economy, if you take economy, 50-50 questions are being asked from current affairs. So 50% of questions are from current affairs, 50% from conventional part. So economy also you have to see current affairs for certain extent, but more focus should be in these 3 areas for current affairs. Okay, so have this in mind. So how to make notes, the final part. Making notes of the news articles I have discussed in the earlier video. See that. Now, this is the thing I wanted to stress now. UPSC hotspots ஒன்று இருக்கு. UPSC hotspotனா அது ஒன்றும் கிடையாது, நானே வச்சுக்கிட்ட பேர் அது. One-liners is a name given by me. One-liner. UPSC a lot of the time asks this one-liner based question. Like for example, I'll show you one thing. This is the previous year paper. Here they have asked a one-liner. The word Denisovian sometime mentioned in news is what? So this is a one-liner which they are asking. Okay. So in the one-liner வந்து see, this is called one-liner question. The word Denisovian is sometimes mentioned in news, in media is what? What is Denisovian? What? அவ்வளவுதான் கேக்குறாங்க. What? That is one-liner. So sometimes there are many other one-liners like what is the tributary of this river? So which tribe is found here? Which national park is found here? And the மாதிரி one-liner based questions நிறைய வரும் UPSC ல. So almost 40 questions are one-liners. According to the research which we did, almost 40 questions asked in the UPSC are one-liners. So in the one-liners questions வந்து hit பண்றதுக்கு UPSC one-liners target பண்றதுக்கு you make special notes. So these are all the list of things where you have to focus. Reports and indices. Every year there are 2 questions. Mandatorily 2 questions, so 4 mark. Every year mandatorily 2 questions are asked from the reports released by international organization. இல்லை அந்த question எப்படி இருக்கும்னா who releases the report? Who releases the report? அந்த மாதிரி தான் question கேட்குறாங்க. So every year almost 2 questions are being asked. Like for example, global economic prospects reports is released by whom? Global economic prospects. So yesterday there was a report called Nature Index. Who releases Nature Index? In yesterday news, if you could see, there is an index called Nature Index. Who releases the Nature Index? There is an index called Ease of Doing Business Index. Who is releasing the Ease of Doing Business? World Bank is releasing it. So global. So in the மாதிரி வந்து global economic prospects is released by again World Bank. So in the மாதிரி who is releasing this thing? There is a question. Who is releasing the report? Who is releasing the indices? What parameters is used in the report? So அந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்களுக்கு வந்து you just focus. So ஸோ ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் இண்டிசஸ் வந்து எப்போ நியூஸ்ல பார்த்தாலும் யூ மேக் அ லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் இட். இந்த ஒன்லைனர்ஸ்க்கு நான் எப்படி நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கணும்னா செப்பரேட்டா ஒரு A4 ஷீட் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. யூ டேக் அ செப்பரேட் A4 ஷீட் அண்ட் மேக் அ லிஸ்ட். Just make a list, not detailed thing. Why we have to make this list? Because before 15 days. So exam preliminary exam before 15 days, what you have to do, you have to take this list and study again. The list of questions which I'm going to study before 15 days of exam, அதுக்கு நீங்க இப்போதுல இருந்தே ஒரு லிஸ்ட் எடுக்கணும். எக்ஸாம் வந்து அடுத்த வருஷம் உங்களுக்கு ஆகஸ்ட்ல வரப்போகுது, கரெக்டா, ஆர் ஜூன்ல வரப்போகுது. அந்த next year June for the June exam, what I'm going to study in the between May 15 to May 31 first. If the exam is in June 1st na, அந்த கடைசி 15 days நான் என்ன படிக்க போறேங்கிறதுக்கு you have to make a list. அந்த லிஸ்ட் தான் I'm asking you to make now. So in that list you have to make the list of reports and indices which is just factual. Name of the report, who is releasing it. Okay, name of the report, who is releasing it. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லிஸ்ட் வச்சுக்கோங்க. அதே மாதிரி இண்டிசஸ்க்கு ஒரு லிஸ்ட். Name of the index, what is the parameters used in the index and who is releasing it. Name of the index, parameters, or index பண்ணனும், you need parameters in the index and who is releasing it. So in the three details you maintain a list of that. Just maintain a list, அவ்வளவுதான். Separate notes for that. இந்த லிஸ்ட் வந்து நீங்க எங்க இருந்து எடுக்கலாம்னா, you can see this report in newspapers or daily current affairs. If you are seeing in daily current affairs, you can make a separate list. Okay, daily current affairs இன்னைக்கு ஒரு ரிப்போர்ட் பத்தி பேசியிருந்தாங்கன்னா you mark it and note down in the list, add up. ஸோ இது 1 yearல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 30 ரிப்போர்ட் இருக்கும், ஒரு 20 இண்டிசஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ அதை வந்து நீங்க you can revise before 15 days of exam. So second important list you have to maintain is schemes. What are all the schemes that was launched in that particular year? List of schemes. You don't write detailed notes of schemes, just note the list of schemes. So 1 yearல there will be maximum, there will be 10 to 15 schemes now. New schemes. I'm talking about new schemes, not the older ones. Older ones, of course, you have to study. New schemes launched in that year. Like for example, for those who are writing for next year, Atmanirbhar scheme was launched recently. So what is Atmanirbhar? So அந்த மாதிரி you just make the list of schemes which you are going to study before in the last 15 days. Okay, இது ஒரு தனி list you have to maintain. Then list of rivers in the news. ஏன்னா UPSC வந்து from 2014 to 16, if you could see, 2014 ல இருந்து 2018 வரைக்கும், 2019ல there was no question from river. These 5 years, every year there was a question from river. What is the river? So riverல இருந்து எப்படி வருதுன்னா, origin of river, riverல இருந்து 5 yearsல வரும். Origin of a river, tributaries of a river, tributaries of a river, states through which the river is flowing. Okay, என்னென்ன ஸ்டேட்ல the river is flowing, origin of the river, where the river is originating, what are all the tributaries. Tributaries na where என்னென்ன rivers are joining, states through which the river is passing, where the river ends, whether it is ending in the sea or ocean or whether it is joining another river. So இந்த மாதிரி information, or if there is any protected area, that is wildlife sanctuary or national park in the river. So in the 5 information of rivers only you have to make a list. Okay, if there is a river in news, you have to study. Like yesterday there was a river in news with respect to what, India versus Nepal issue. India Nepal border crisis la river Kali is in news, correct? River Kali is in news. No, you have to study all the aspects of river Kali now. What is origin, what is the tributary, what are all the states. That's what I would have discussed in my video of India Nepal. So இந்த மாதிரி நியூஸ்ல இருக்கிற ரிவர், I'm not telling you to study for all the rivers, just do that for the rivers which is in the news. Okay, tributaries sometimes will be 30 to 40 tributaries இருக்கும். எல்லாமே இப்போ உட்காந்து படிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. Just note down important tributaries. Like river Kaliக்கு வந்து important tributary என்ன, Kunti river is a important tributary. Then there was this Dhauli Ganga. Dhauli Ganga is an important tributary. So இந்த மாதிரி வந்து you just identify the important tributary and just study. So you make a list of rivers which you are going to revise. Rivers படிக்கிறப்ப you have to see the map. So list of rivers. இதெல்லாமே வந்து just maintain a list, அவ்வளவுதான். List of tribes in news. So UPSC sometimes they would have asked question like tribes, which of the following are rightly matched, tribes and states. இந்த மாதிரி கேட்டு which of the following are rightly matched ங்கிற formatல they are asking. So you just have a list of tribes in the news. So this is very important to maintain the list of tribes. Like ஒரு stateல ஒரு tribe இருக்கும். So tribe படிக்கிறப்போ what you have to do is, what is the name of the tribe, in which state they are located. Okay, so you cannot study in India there are thousands of tribes. You cannot study the names of all the tribes. Just study the names of the tribes which are in news. Okay, newsல இருக்கிற அந்த particular tribe, that is more than enough. Like இப்போ Chenchu tribe in Andhra Pradesh, they were in news now. Chenchu tribe is a tribe in Andhra Pradesh, they were in news because of this Amrabad Tiger Reserve. Amrabad Tiger Reserve, there was a protest going on. So, adanale Chenchu tribes were in news, which I already discussed in my video. So, just make the list of the tribes in news. The next we maintain is species. So, every year, UPSC asks at least 1 or 2 questions from species. Species oda name கொடுத்துட்டு what is the protection status, in where the species are found. So, species பத்தி படிக்கிறப்போ என்ன பார்க்கணும்னா, see, this video will be uploaded in YouTube also. So, you can, I'm going fast here. You can see all this thing again in YouTube also. So no need to worry. Notes எடுக்கலன்னா வருத்தப்படாதீங்க. Just listen to that. Okay. So next species. So species பத்தி என்ன பார்க்கணும்னா, what is the protection status of species? Whether the species is critically endangered or whether the species is vulnerable. And the protection status you have to see. Where the species is found, habitat of the species. And the species வந்து எங்க இருக்கு. So protection status where. Habitat na, it can be state or it can be national park, and the habitat. In the ரெண்டு விஷயம் வந்து species you have to study. You cannot study for all species, at least for those species in the current affairs. Roughly there will be 20 to 30 species in current affairs. So அதுக்கு மட்டும் you make a list and revise before the exam. Then protected areas. Protected area news ku I itself made a video. I made a video for entire all 50 protected areas. Actually, that you would have seen this national park in news or video series I'm doing in YouTube. If you would have seen it, I have discussed 50 protected areas in news. கரெக்டா? அந்த 50மே வந்து ஐ எம் டூயிங் இட் ஃப்ரம் மை லிஸ்ட். நான் இந்த மாதிரி லிஸ்ட் ஒன்று மெயின்டைன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். அந்த லிஸ்ட்ல இருந்து ஐ டிசைடட் டு ஷேர் இட். லெட் அஸ் மேக் அ வீடியோ ரிகார்டிங் இட்னால தான் இதுல இந்த லிஸ்ட்ல இருந்து ஐ ஜஸ்ட் மேட் அ பிபிடி அரௌண்ட் இட் அண்ட் ஐ மேட் அ வீடியோ ஃபார் யூ கைஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஏன் லிஸ்ட்ல இருந்துன்னா நான் அந்த வீடியோ பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஸோ யூ கோ டு யூடியூப் அண்ட் சி in our Kingmakers channel there is a video series of 5 videos where I have discussed about the protected areas in news, that is national park, wildlife sanctuaries and tiger reserves in news. Adha patti detailed I would have made a video. So adu vandu I done with my list. Since I had my list, I could maintain it. But now, since the exam has postponed to October 4, I may add another video also for that. So because there might be some news in the next 3 months also. So I'll do another video. But just have a list. Next, international organization in the news. Newsல வந்து நிறைய international organization இருக்கு. Recent timeல என்னென்ன இருக்கு? WHO is in news. G7 is in news. So because of that, Prime Minister convened on the G20 meeting, online G20 meeting வந்து. So G20 is in news. So in the international organization, whenever they are in news, you can study. Yesterday, ICC was in news. ICC na the International Criminal Court. Yesterday's affairs, International Criminal Court was not Cricket Council. So study about this International Criminal Court. இதெல்லாமே வந்து நியூஸ்ல இருக்கு. So அந்த மாதிரி just make a list of organization in news and you have to study this in the last 15 days of your before prelims. But இந்த லிஸ்ட் வந்து நீங்க என்னில இருந்தே பண்ணணும். You are anyway are going to study about it that day. When you are writing the list itself, that time you will be studying in daily current affairs. So that time itself you will be studying once and study it again. ஏன்னா இந்த லிஸ்ட் எல்லாமே மறந்துடும். It will tend to forget. So you study before 15 days of preliminary. And கடைசி 15 days you have to give 7 days, 1 week for all these things before exam and study again. Okay, so make a list of international organization and study about all this organization before 1 week before the preliminary. Okay, so அதுக்கு ஒரு லிஸ்ட் வைங்க. And finally, defense exercises and defense asset. Defense exercises na வந்து ஆபரேஷன் சக்தி. இப்போ நம்ம ஆபரேஷன் என்ன பண்ணோம்? ஆபரேஷன் சங்கட் மோஷன் ஒன்று பண்ணோம். சங்கட் மோஷன். இன்னொரு ஆபரேஷன் என்ன பண்ணோம்? To rescue the people from Maldives. What is the name of the operation? Can anyone tell? I'm asking you the question. We rescued the people from Maldives. What is the name of that operation? Yeah, no one is answering. No one followed the news, huh? Vande Bharat. Yeah, exactly. Vande Bharat is a rescue mission of flight. Vande Bharat was the rescue mission from flight. The operation was Samutra Sedu. Yes, Satish Kumar, you are right. It is Samutra Sedu. So Satish Kumar, kudos to you. You are getting the right answer. See, so on the Mari operations in news, there will be a lot of military operation in the news. So you just make a list of all those military operations in the news. That's it. Military operation in the news and study about it. Military operation and military exercise பத்தி படிக்கிறப்போ then countries, you have to note down the countries, with which country we are doing it. India and which country is doing it. And இன்னொரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் என்னதுன்னா, what is the nature? So for example, operation சமுத்திர சேது வந்து சமுத்திர சேது வாஸ் ரெஸ்கியூ மிஷன் ஆஃப் டியூரிங் கோவிட் கிரைசிஸ். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி பர்பஸும் படிக்கணும். ஸோ கண்ட்ரி அண்ட் பர்பஸ் ரெண்டுமே வந்து மிலிட்ரி எக்ஸசைசஸ்க்கு யூ ஹவ் டு டூ. டிஃபென்ஸ் அசட்னா என்னதுன்னா, we would have got some assets like helicopters. Recently we bought Apache helicopters from USA. ஸோ அப்பாச்சி ஹெலிகாப்டர் யூஎஸ்ஏலேருந்து வாங்கியிருக்கோம். ஸோ அப்பாச்சி இஸ் அ ஹெலிகாப்டர்னு தெரியணும். வாட் இஸ் அப்பாச்சின்னு கேட்டால் பைக்குன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. அப்பாச்சி இஸ் அ யூஎஸ்ஏ ஹெலிகாப்டர், அட்டாக் ஹெலிகாப்டர். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து யூ ஷுட் நோ தி நேம். ஐஎன்எஸ் விக்ரமாதித்யானா என்ன? இட் இஸ் அ ஏர்கிராஃப்ட் கேரியர். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி டிஃபென்ஸ் அசட்ஸ் வந்து புதுசாக இஃப் தே ஆர் இன்டியூஸ் யூ ஹவ் டு ஸ்டடி அபவுட் தட். ஓகே. ஸோ ரீசென்ட்லி இந்தியா commissioned their own flight. Okay, Indian Air Force வந்து they commissioned their own aircraft. Hello, am I audible? Okay, Indian Air Force recently commissioned their own aircraft, and the aircraft ஓட name என்ன, what is the speciality, அது ஒரு லிஸ்ட் எடுங்க. Okay, so you start doing this. You don't need to worry. இத்தனை நாளா நான் பண்ணல, இன்னிலிருந்து பண்ணுங்க, more than enough. Then finally areas in news, some map questions. For map only you have to identify areas. Like areas na enadana Kalapani. So where is this Kalapani? It is in India Nepal border. And the mari there was this area called Nakula. Netik வந்து Nakula was in news because of India China issue. So where is this Nakula? Nakula is in Sikkim. So and the mari you just make a list of area. There was a volcano in New Zealand which erupted recently in December. So in December, like last December, I'm just telling, if there is a volcano eruption in New Zealand, you note down the name of the volcano. Okay, now recently there was an oil spill in Arctic Ocean. Okay, there was an oil spill in Arctic Ocean. How many of you saw that news? There was a very big oil spill in Arctic Ocean, and there was a river which was affected because of it. You just note down the name of the river. What is the name of the river? Where it is flowing? It was flowing in Russia to in which country that river is flowing. So on the mari basic news you have to make. So that is the thing I'm telling here. So in the mari, so map questions வந்து not only it will come from India but also it will come from all over the world. Worldwide இருக்கிற map questions எல்லாமே வந்து they can ask in preliminary. So that's why வந்து I'm telling. See இப்போ இந்த river வந்து it was in news in Arctic. So அந்த மாதிரி வந்து you just identify the rivers in the news. That's it. So அந்த மாதிரி you just make a list of the things which is in news and study. Areas in map. So this is the list you have to maintain. இந்த one-liners வந்து நீங்க ஒரு லிஸ்ட் மெயின்டைன் பண்ணி, this is a dedicated job which you have to do sincerely. Each and every one of you should do that sincerely. என்னதான் வந்து இது நம்ம வெளியே இருந்து லைக் நோட்ஸ்ல இருந்து படிச்சாலும் when we are maintaining it, we will be getting a sense of satisfaction. Normally, personally, if we study the newspaper and take notes, it will give a sense of satisfaction for us. That sense of satisfaction will be motivating us for studying more. So what is that motivation you need? From where you will get the motivation? நேத்திக்கு நான் நல்லா படிச்சா இன்னைக்கு நல்லா படிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷன் கிடைக்கும். If I study well yesterday, I will get motivation to study well today. So இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கிறப்போ it will give you a confidence. I am making a notes. If I study this notes, I will get mark. I will clear. அது ஒரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸை கொடுக்கும். அதனால தான் I'm asking you guys to make a personal list and personal notes and study. When you are doing it, you will be expert in that. Okay, I'm sure if you are maintaining a list like this and you are revising before 15 days, surely you can assured or 10 questions on this, surely we can answer. 10 current affairs question which is very difficult, which is very random, இதுல இருந்து கண்டிப்பா ஒரு 10 question ஆவது வரும், 20 மார்க் will be assured. So apart from இந்த 20 மார்க் நீங்க படிக்காம போறதுனால மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வரலாம். lot of people will be missing, but if you are doing it sincerely, you can take. Like I did, see, protected areas, I made a list and I made it as a video and I have uploaded in YouTube. So அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு லிஸ்ட் எடுங்க and study. Okay, surely that will help you guys. Assured marks, sorry, 10 to 15 questions sure you can solve, which many people are finding it difficult to solve if you are doing it personally. I am sharing all this thing from personal experience. Okay, you just make a list of all these things. The UPSC hotspot எத்தனை வந்து நீங்க crack பண்றீங்களோ, that will increase your success rate in preliminary. ஏன்னா everyone would have studied polity, everyone would have studied history, everyone would have studied geography. Where you are going to show your edge, where you are going to show your knowledge in preliminary, what is going to make you clear the preliminary? This UPSC hotspot or one-liners. இந்த one-liners தான் வந்து a lot of people will miss in the preliminary and they will not be clearing. If you are doing it in a dedicated way, it will not only give you the confidence and motivation, but also surely it will help in getting at least 10 questions. Okay, so you do this in the dedicated way. So finally, revision strategy. Now, how to do the revision for current affairs? So you have to do this much level of revision, weekly revision. So 1 week you would have studied, made a notes from Hindu paper. So let us take Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday you would have made the notes from Hindu paper. You have to revise it on Sunday. So Sunday, like I'm just telling you an example, you can allocate any day in a week of your convenience. You allocate 1 day for current affairs revision every week. Every week you have to allocate 1 day for current affairs revision. And the week full up at current affairs, you have to study from your own notes. Your own notes should be utilized for revision. You will be realizing that your notes are not good. That will help you in taking good notes. Note making is a skill, guys. You will not get it in 1 day. If you are doing a notes for this 1 week, at the end of this week when you are revising, you will understand that நம்ம நோட்ஸ் வந்து படிச்சது நமக்கே புரியாது. என்னடா இது ஏதோ எழுதி வச்சிருக்கோம் ஆனால் ஒன்றும் புரியவே இல்லையே, என்னது இது, வாட் இஸ் திஸ் சமுத்திர சேது, என்னது இது, வாட் இஸ் திஸ் லயன் சென்சஸ், அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கே ஒரு டவுட் வரும். அப்போதான் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, யூ வில் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஹவு டு மேக் குட் நோட்ஸ். எப்படி குட் நோட்ஸ் பண்ணலாம்னு யூ இட் செல்ஃப் வில் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் அண்ட் யூ இட் செல்ஃப் வில் ரைட் குட் நோட்ஸ் ஃபார் தி நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக். At the same time, when you are studying something you would have forgotten, Monday படிச்சது வந்து Sunday மறந்துருக்கும். So அதை வந்து again you will Google search and you will study again. So இந்த மாதிரி பண்ற போது our brain will be networked and we will be remembering. So after every week you have to do revision. At the end of the month, when the monthly current affairs comes, you take 2 days and finish the monthly current affairs. At a stretch உட்காந்து 2 நாள் உட்காந்து full day monthly current affairs மட்டும் படிச்சு அதை முடிக்கணும். That entire monthly magazine you just spend 2 to 3 days. வேற எதுவும் படிக்க தேவையில்ல. அந்த 2 to 3 days இதை மட்டும் படிச்சு you just finish it. At the end of every week you have to do a revision. At the end of every month you have to do study the entire monthly current affairs. Okay, half yearly revision. Half yearly revision after the end of 6 months. At the end of 6 months என்ன பண்ணணும், entire 6 months ஓட current affairs you have to revise. Okay, and final touch, 365 notes னு நிறைய நோட்ஸ் வந்து இன்டர்நெட்ல வருங்க. 365 நோட்ஸ்னா அந்த ப்ரிலிம்ஸ்க்கு தேவையான கண்டென்ட் PT 365 அந்த மாதிரி வந்து நிறைய நோட்ஸ் வந்து இன்டர்நெட்ல வரும். ஸோ பிஃபோர் தி ப்ரிலிம்ஸ் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, யூ ஜஸ்ட் டேக் இதை ஃபுல்லா படிக்கணும்னு இல்லை, யூ ஜஸ்ட் டேக் இண்டெக்ஸ் ஆஃப் PT 365. அதுல உங்க நோட்ஸ்ல நீங்க படிக்காதது ஏதாவது இருந்தா அதை மட்டும் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணி யூ ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டடி. You just identify those things which you missed in your notes, because for that same 1 year you are having your own notes. At the end of 1 year, what will happen? Before prelims, you are having your own notes from newspaper. You are having monthly current affairs. Adile you would have marked a lot of things. Then you are having one-liner. UPSC hotspot notes irukku. The previous slide la sonnala hotspot notes. In the full hotspot you are having notes. So apart from these notes, idhiyum தாண்டி ஏதாவது விட்டு போயிருக்கும் அங்கங்க, like something you would have missing, because human error. Not all 365 days you will be studying current affairs. எல்லாம் 365 நாளும் நம்ம கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் படிச்சிருக்க மாட்டோம். கண்டிப்பா 1-2 நாள் will be missing the current affairs. So you just identify that 1 day where you have missed the current affairs and you just study. Okay, அது வந்து எங்க படிக்கலாம்னா இந்த PT 365 ல what you can find that thing you have missed. அந்த மிஸ் பண்ணதை மட்டும் எடுத்து you just study in the PT 365. And final இது வந்து 10 days or 15 days before the exam. இந்த 10 day or 15 days before the exam, what you have to do? You have to do 3 things. ஒன்னு வந்து revise your newspaper notes. ஏன்னா ஒரு வருஷம் கஷ்டப்பட்டு you have spent all your efforts to take this 1 year newspaper notes. So you have to study that and revise that notes. இதை நீங்க ரிவைஸ் பண்ணாலே it will give you confidence. 1 year நான் இவ்வளோ நோட்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன். I have taken this much notes with hard work for 1 year. If I am revising this before the examination and I am completing the revision, that will boost your confidence like anything before preliminary. Preliminary exam வந்து almost 4 lakh people are writing. அதுல வந்து let us consider 50,000 people are very sincere. 50,000 people sincere எழுதினாலும் why only 14,000 are clearing? Because confidence. நிறைய படிச்சிருப்பாங்க, but they cannot clear preliminary. ஏன்னா losing confidence on the day of exam. On the day of exam, how confident you are on the morning of the exam, and the confidence level தான் will give you the success. என்ன நடந்தாலும் பார்த்துக்கலாம், நான் படிச்சிட்டேன், இனிமேல் எந்த கொஸ்டின் வந்தாலும் அட்டன் பண்ணிடுவேன். அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வந்து எக்ஸாம் டே அன்னைக்கு உங்களுக்கு வந்தாதான் யூ கேன் கிளியர் இட். ஸோ அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் எப்படி வரும்? இஃப் யூ ஆர் ரிவைசிங் யுவர் ஓன் நோட்ஸ். This revision of one notes will give you the confidence. நான் இவ்வளோ படிச்சிருக்கேன் கொடுத்துருக்கேன், நான் பர்சனல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல ஐம் ஷேரிங். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து ஒன்ல ஹாட் ஸ்பாட்ஸ். யூபிஎஸ்சி ஹாட்ஸ்பாட்ஸ் நான் சொன்னால அந்த ஹாட்ஸ்பாட்ஸை ரிவைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ அது எல்லாமே ரிவைஸ் பண்ணா கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வில் பில்ட் ஃபர்தர், இன்னொரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வரும். ஓகே, தென் ஃபைனலி யூ ரிவைஸ் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு ரிவைஸ் எனிதிங் ஃப்ரம் த சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ்ல நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து மறந்துருக்கும். லைக் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பாலிட்டியில் ஒரு சில விஷயம்லாம் இருக்கு, அதெல்லாம் எத்தனை வாட்டி படிச்சாலும் மறக்கும், அதெல்லாம் எக்ஸாமுக்கு 10 நாள் முன்னாடி படிச்சாதான் ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். லைக் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் கான்ஸ்டியூஷனல் அண்ட் நான் கான்ஸ்டியூஷனல் பாடின்னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி எக்கானமில ஒரு சில சாப்டர் வந்து எக்ஸாம் முன்னாடி படிச்சாதான் ஞாபகம் இருக்கும், ஏன்னா ஆல் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் வுட் ஹவ் ஃபர்காட்டன். அந்த மாதிரி யூ மேக் திஸ் நோட்ஸ் ஃபார் சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. இன் சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் வாட் அண்ட் ஆல் திங்ஸ் ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு ரிவைஸ் அட் தி எண்ட் ஆஃப் 15 days, அதுக்கு வந்து யூ மேக் அ நோட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்டடி. ஸோ இஃப் யூ குட் டூ திஸ் revision strategy, this will give you enormous confidence, and that confidence itself will help you in clearing preliminary examination. So confidence is what is needed to clear the preliminary and mains. So you will be building that confidence. So with this note, we have come to the end of the video, guys. I hope you would have understood the importance of current affairs.